Welcome back.
What's up?
All right. So our next topic that we're going to discuss is near and dear to Donald's heart. All right, is what's the craziest thing that you've done when you felt that your lady was cheating on you? The craziest thing you've done when you felt your lady was cheating on you, Donald.
I got two, but I'm gonna give you this first one.
Okay.
All right, it's a friend.
Okay. Go ahead.
All right, he thought his girl was they was about to break up, so he tells me he wants me to take him to Denby.
Okay.
Yeah. So we go. Him in the car. We on 64 going up to Denby, you know. And I was like, "Yo, what's up, man?" He's like, "Man, I think this girl. I think she cheating on me." I said, "Y'all about to." Yeah, man, but I want to see. I said, so. You got me.
See.
So it's going from sunlight to saying. So we pull up in the girl neighborhood, right? That's okay. So I'm saying we sit there. It's like yeah, she live over there. So I was like, dude, do you realize we two black men in a black truck in a white neighborhood? I said, what you trying to do, man?
Two black men.
I want to see.
Truck.
I want to see. And I said, you know what? I turned it on and I said, we gotta go, man.
Yeah.
He's like, man, no, man, I want to see. Like, dude, you done.
You saved him.
Yeah.
You saved him.
No, it saved us.
You saved him. Yeah. The craziest thing that I've done is me and this young lady we're dating at one point, right? And I just felt like she was always busy, all the time. So I'm like, all right, wait a minute, something's wrong. Cause it changed. It's like it's changed. 1 minute, she had all the time in the world. Next minute, everything changed.
Right.
So, so I was talking to her on the phone. She was like, "All right, I'm about to go to bed." Right? I was like, "Nah, it's too early." I said, "Nah, it's too early." So I hop in the car, right? I hop in the car. I drive, right? And like her apartment's right there, and I'm out in the parking lot. Lights off, right? Look, park. Like I parked in the back. I'm in the back seat with binoculars.
For real?
Come on, man.
Let me finish, man. Let me finish. So I see her coming out the house. I'm like, aha! So I jump in the front. I get in the whip. I turn around. I'm like, where you going? You said you was going to sleep. And she had some trash in her hand. She was going to Yeah, man. Yeah. At that point, right? I knew that I couldn't be with her no more.
Yeah.
So at that point, we was done.
Thank you, need a hug.
But that was the old Calvin.
Okay.
All right.
Look,
I ain't never done nothing like that, to be quite honest.
Hey, hold up for a second. Hold up.
I never done like nothing
Nobody
like that.
said, look, just say what you got to say. You ain't got to say
if you not, I got another story. I got a whole bunch of
Okay,
these.
go, you got
So
nothing?
you ain't never done nothing crazy?
Nothing like that. No, I take that back.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
I take that back. Just one time.
All right, what you
I don't know if it's crazy.
Okay.
I just know it's crazy.
All right. Let us decide that.
Call this girl up. Like, yo, what we doing? Mm-hmm. So, yo, I said, I'm gonna come over for a
Hey,
little.
hold on.
No, man, I'm married. I can go. Get out of here. So, yo, you want me to come over? Yeah, come over around 3 o'clock. All right, whatever. So, I'm like, all right, cool. We can go over there a little early.
Uh-oh, you went over early to scope it out. Okay.
Right. So I go over there. I pull up like maybe a half a block away from my crib. I sit there and I call her cell phone. Hey, what you doing? I'm getting dressed. I was like, yeah, you still want me to come over there, right? She said, yeah, 3 o'clock, whatever. See her coming out the house and get in her car, and I pull up to her. I was like, yo, I thought you said, hey, you want me to come?
You did some John Shaft.
Yeah. At that point, she was like, oh, so you don't trust me now? Oh, you don't trust me?
Oh, yeah, he was done.
Oh,
You was done.
Yeah, at that point, I was
She
like,
threw the T word on there.
Yeah, the big T word.
At that point, I was
T
like,
down.
yeah, you was.
nah, I'm done.
Yeah,
At
you
that
was
point,
done.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Stick a
But then every time I would see it, Midtown, remember Midtown was jumping? And
Yeah.
all right, every
Yeah, I
time I
remember
see it, she just look at me like,
And shake her head.
brother.
Oh, okay, so brother, craziest thing I ever did. Now listen close, because this is like, it was probably dusty dark.
Dusty dark.
Man,
It was
this
an
ain't-
early summer.
Tell the story, man.
So the deal is, you know, you ever broke up with somebody and they say you broke up, but
you're
you
not-
say
yeah,
you're not
right,
broke up.
right.
You might say, right, I'm telling you we ain't broke up.
Right, it's gonna take 2 weeks.
Exactly.
I don't say you ain't broke up until you.
So I roll by her spot. Don't roll up in the parking lot. Roll a few feet away, out on the main drag. Call her up on the phone. I'm like, "What you doing?" I'm getting no answer. Now I see your car. Know you're there, but I also recognize a vehicle I ain't never seen before.
You
So
recognize
I'm
it,
like-
you know-
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that's kind of crazy. So I see a car that I'd never seen before
There you
in
go.
the
Yeah,
lot.
there you go. There
You
you
like
go.
that better?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm calling you from where I'm at. I can tell because I know your mode of operation that this is what you normally do. So when I call you, you should be answering the phone.
So he stalked her before, but go ahead.
Why? Why are you not answering the phone? So I call you and I'm like, I leave you a message. Call me back and whenever you get ready, you ring me back and tell me that we're broke up. I'm not really hearing that because I'm in another frame of mind. To me, you still my girl. Like, where you at? Why? What you mean 10 or 15 minutes? I think I smell bacon cooking in your kitchen from where you at.
Did you
Long
vet
story
these
short, so like anytime you broke up with somebody, you look for any reason to like make contact with them. So what I did was I said, look, I had an old Slurpee cup in the car that I never threw away that she had. I said, look, I didn't know if you still wanted this. It was in my car and I thought maybe you would.
And he talking about
This
you.
is the deal. When she opened the door, I was like, what do you want? I'm looking beyond her and see dude up in the crib like this.
So, did you snap?
I did, man. I went to the door. I got I got a whole lot of realness about myself.
So
I
you
went to
puffed.
the door.
So you puffed up.
I swole up, went to the door. Now, the thing is, I had in mind what I was going to say.
Right, it didn't come out right.
But when I saw her, I'd like melted and looked beyond her and saw dude sitting down on the couch. That's when I lost and like, look, I need to talk to you for a minute. Can you just step outside for a minute?
You about to get your ass.
And what she say?
Stepped outside. Look, we're not together. Closed the door, and off I went
know
in
we
my
not
little
together.
Toyota Corolla. Tail between my legs.
know
That's
we not
real. That
together.
happened.
So I got one thing to say. You a punk. Okay, all right. So
I gotta eat that. I gotta eat that.
You gotta eat that one. You
We
gotta eat
not
that
know
one.
we not.
I gotta eat that.
You gotta eat that one. All right. So Donald, you think you had one more story to tell?
Oh, yeah.
This time it's about you.
Put a little joint at. Put a little.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
Disclaimer, man.
Yeah.
Nah, I was
be a
dating-
disclaimer for him
I
for
was dating
everything.
this young lady. We broke up.
Okay.
And she started going seeing this other dude, and I was in my feelings.
And your feelings.
You was in your
And
feelings.
I was, hurt.
He was emotional.
You was hurt.
My nephew was dating her sister.
Okay.
So I sent him in there on the recon.
Behind enemy lines.
Yeah, behind him.
Okay.
I said, shoot me some pictures, man. Let me see how this dude look.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Shoot me
they was
some
playing
pictures.
cards or whatever. So he was shooting the
does
jumps like, you know. So when she shot me the pictures, man, I was like,
Because the dude looked better than you, probably.
no, man, come on, baby.
He didn't look better than you?
Heck no, man.
Okay,
Look at me, dude.
okay.
I'm a some brother, dog.
You was on some Michael Irvin. Look at me, not look at you.
I built this.
Okay.
Yeah, you messed up.
So it sounds like she moved on for the better, but it sounds like we've done some crazy stuff, fellas.
You know what?
We've done some
We
crazy
didn't
stuff.
do no vetting. When you got this group together, we didn't do no vetting.
She moved on for the better.
She moved on for the better. She is now living in a mansion.
Got a life. She got a life.
Right. So it sounds like we've done some crazy stuff, but I know you guys have done some crazy stuff.
know we done-
and
stop
we
tripping.
want to
Yep.
hear
I know y'all
what
have done
you've
some
done.
crazy
So
stuff.
at the end of this segment, again, hit us up on email.
Yes.
What? FaceTime.
Yes.
What else we got, guys?
We got
Instagram?
Facebook.
Yeah.
Instagram.
Instagram.
Right.
Twitter.
Everything.
Twitter.
Everything.
Yep,
Just
yep,
hit us up.
yep.
No, you know what? You don't have my number, so don't hit me up on FaceTime. As I said,
Yeah, you did say that.
You about to get blown up now.
777
93 11.
All right, fellas. So we just talked about the craziest thing.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Now we about to get serious for a minute.
Okay.
All right. I need y'all to put
All
on
right,
y'all
we
serious.
focus. All right.
Hey, serious faces here.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So the next question, fellas, is this. All right. You're in a relationship, right? But you have feelings for someone else,
Ooh.
right? Okay. What do? Do you act on it, or do you say, no, I'm good where I'm at? We'll start off with you, Adolph.
I think and I'm speaking from my mature self now.
The mature Adolph.
The mature Adolf. Not the adolescent Adolf.
Okay.
But I think at that point you have to really take stock in where you are right now and what you have available to you right now. Because if all your needs are met, and even some things that you didn't even think that you needed, you soon found out that you did need, and this person that you currently have is supplying all of that, then you got to go with what you know. Because you know where you're in right now is good. It's great. But to go to some other person who you know nothing about or very little about, you don't have any kind of history with them, you need to cut that off and let that go. Now that's the mature. The old Adolf would say, Greg, she look real good and it might possibly be able to work. Let me give it a try while you trying to play two at the same time. That's a whole lot of work, not really worth it in my estimation. Stay where you at.
Okay, all right, and that's good. And we're talking from a grown man perspective.
Yeah. Stay where you at.
Yeah, we're talking from a grown. Go ahead, Ron. I know what you're about to say.
What am I about to say?
Because you're married. You've been married for what? 40 years?
40 years? 45?
At least.
40 years.
Got married when he was 14.
Yeah. Had kids
I'm
when he was
happy, though.
16.
That's all that counts. That's all that counts.
No, I mean, a lot of times those feelings are temporary.
Okay.
You understand? So when you're with somebody and you've been with them for, you don't have to be 12 years. You be a year, 2 years, and you know what you have.
Right.
And somebody comes along and it's you feeling them on a physical level, but
So is this person, like you said, this person feel the same way about you?
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm talking about, you said you in a relationship and someone outside. That outside person got the same feeling?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, possibly.
I know what you're going to do.
Yeah, possibly. But again, it's a temporary feeling, and if you can, so to me, it's not worth pursuing that other. If you have everything in this one relationship, and that other thing's like, well, it could be fleeting.
Right. Okay.
What's the purpose? Why would you want to take that and mess up what you have? Something that's temporary. So to me, it's not worth it.
Right.
What do you say, Donald?
I mean, that's
but again,
complicated, huh?
Yeah, but again, the younger version of you.
Can we just keep it 100?
The younger version might have been.
You're like, well, maybe I can work that and then still retain what I got.
But
go ahead.
Man, that's if you got one you with, right? And then you got an outside, they feelings. I mean, what are you losing? I mean, I know what you're losing over here, but what are you gaining over there? You see what I'm trying to say?
No, that wasn't the question. All right, we need it from your perspective.
Please, come on.
All right, so keep it real.
I'm kind of like agreeing with y'all, man. If that's a risk, to go out, because that other person might not be at the same, where you at already, and that's just okay. You jump out there and you probably the grass might not be greener on the other side. You might not be happy. You be like, what the heck did I do?
All right, look, we family, right?
Right.
We family. All right, so we're gonna keep it real up here. All right. Now I know 9 times out of 10, right? A guy's gonna go.
Oh yeah.
To the right.
Happens every day.
He gonna get that. Right, and then he gonna come back like nothing ever happened.
That's right.
Right. So this is the thing, right? In that aspect, we're all we're all 40 plus.
Right.
So at what time?
I'm 35.
At what time? At what point in your life does that grabbing that? When does it stop? It has to stop at some time.
It does. It does.
Right, it has to stop at some point. So, at what point? Because if the roles were reversed, and a female did it to us, it would be
To pieces.
done.
To pieces.
Yeah, we would be done.
Yeah.
So I think
Men
that
can't handle that.
from an emotional, from an ego,
That's real.
From an ego and emotional level, we couldn't handle that. But this is the thing, though. We have to, at some point in your life, that has to stop. And you got to stop playing games.
It depends
right?
on, so it's a level of maturity. When have you start to become a grown ass man and like look?
Well, some people never grow up.
Yeah, some
That's
people
true.
don't. Some people don't.
Right,
That's
true.
both. That's on both sides.
And I have no problem with that but I think that you got to be honest about it, right?
Right.
So you have to be man enough or grown up enough to say, hey,
Where you at?
hey, look, I see something that I like over there, and I'm about to go for it.
But then again, there are people who just aren't meant to be in a
Mature enough?
relationship. Not saying that they're not mature, but
Right. Right.
they
Some
just
people-
don't. They just
But then
shouldn't be
again,
in a
if you-
relationship
Some people
at
just
all.
need to be by themselves.
Right.
Exactly.
But I think the thing is though, if you know that's where you are, the mature thing is to
Yeah.
say to her,
Yeah.
you know
But
what?
nah,
But you
I'm not
know, you got
really-
people that always want to, to have,
Want your kid-
have something in their back pocket. You know,
Right.
Want your kid
So have that
to-
person in their
Because
back
the other
pocket.
person is comfortable.
Right.
Like,
right.
I'm good with it.
I'm good with this person.
Right.
But I want to keep this other person in my back pocket just
Right.
in case.
And this is the other thing. I think that loving somebody, right, and being in love with somebody, is two
That's
different
a
things.
whole nother. Yeah.
That's two different things.
Yeah.
And you can love somebody, right?
Right.
And you can be in love with somebody, but you have to love them enough,
Ah.
right,
Again,
to say, hey, this ain't working.
Right.
So we better
Apart.
apart than we are together.
Right.
Right? You gotta love them enough because it's only fair to them.
Right.
Because I can't lie, I've been in that situation where, you're in that tug of war,
Right.
And you just wasting this person's time, but you got them holding on because you're comfortable,
Right.
because they're not a problem,
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
They're not a problem.
That's true.
But at some point you gotta love them enough to let them go.
Yeah, because you don't want to hold back their ability to have a really meaningful relationship.
Right, I agree with that. I agree with that. So I think that was a good segment, fellas. Hey, we're coming back with our final segment of this time, Just
We
My
back.
Opinion segment. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. This
What up,
segment
what
of
up,
the
what
show is called Just My Opinion.
What up?
In this segment, we each go around the horn and we tell you basically what's on our mind and what's our opinion. So I'm gonna go first. All right, so everybody knows the state of the country right now. It seems like there's racial tension.
Who's Rachel?
Who's Rachel? There's racial
A friend, huh?
tension everywhere you turn. Right, and it's not more evident than on social media. I think a lot of posts, especially on my page and on some of you guys' pages, you're there and you may post something political,
Right.
and then it may turn from that subject all the way to something else it turns into basically a racial going back and forth with everybody. And I think that there has to be a point where we all agree to disagree.
Right.
Right? I don't think that it requires anyone to call anybody out of their name or
Right.
or anything.
Hey, man.
I think at some point in this country we lost that somewhere. We lost the ability to agree to disagree. It's okay for me to have
That's true.
my views, and it's okay for one of my white friends or someone who's not the same as me to have
Right.
their view.
Right.
I think that where it crosses the line is that if you're not willing to listen to what I have to say.
Right.
Exactly.
So
true.
In my opinion, I think we've lost the ability to agree to disagree. I think we need to get that back if we're going to be able
That's
to
true.
save our country,
That's
and we're
good.
going to be able to work together. Okay? And that's just my opinion.
Yep.
All right? Who's next?
Hurrah.
Go ahead, Ron. Go ahead, Ron.
This is going to be kind of an unpopular thing to say.
Okay.
However, I think it needs to be said.
It's just your opinion.
Okay.
Our generation, we raised a bunch of punk ass kids.
Uh-oh.
The reason why I
He
say
went
that-
in.
Uh-oh.
is because
Swear jar.
it's not a swear
Go
jar.
ahead.
I didn't say what you said. Okay? Now you don't let me lose my train of thought because of you. But anyway, the reason I say that is because it seems to me that today's kids don't know how to deal with adversity. Find new ways to be upset about things, and I'm not talking about the recent shooting, but I'm just talking about overall.
Right.
When did we start giving our kids trophies for mediocrity? Participation trophies.
Okay.
Now, back in our day,
Okay.
if you didn't at least place third, you got nothing.
Nothing.
And what that taught you
Right.
was how to progress and to get better at whatever subject it was, whether it was sports, whether it was academics, anything. So we have to get back to the point where we teach our children that if you fail, you just do whatever it takes to get better. That way you do get that first place
Right,
trophy,
right.
that second place trophy, that third place trophy. But until we do that, we're gonna raise a bunch of punk kids.
All right.
That's just my opinion.
All right.
now.
All right. All right.
That's a good one. All right, go ahead, Don.
The X.
Y'all done?
Oh, you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, go.
Y'all keep it.
You burning daylight. Come on.
Okay. My opinion. Okay. My part-time job.
Okay.
This establishment. We have. I ain't gonna generalize people, but I'm gonna say people. People come in. You get beer, alcohol, cigarettes, lottery. If you got to put dimes, quarters, nickels, and pennies together to buy this stuff, in my opinion, you don't need it. You got to get 10, 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the pennies from under your seat and all that. You don't need it. You don't need it. That's my opinion. It's short one.
You just don't want to count.
No.
That's all that is. We know that, right, fella?
Yeah.
So
You know.
I think that
beer.
for me,
Shut up, dog.
people as a whole are very good at identifying problems. We understand we have a problem with 45, some of us don't. We understand that the plight of the country is really in turmoil right now, so to speak. The conclusion that I have come to is that all of us need to be actively engaged in doing something differently. My opinion is simply put some skin in the game. Everybody's good at identifying what the problem is, but ma'am, sir, what are you doing personally
Joe Madison.
to get yourself involved to create some change?
Right.
Whatever you do, doesn't mean you got to start a rally, doesn't mean you got to start a meeting, but who are you speaking to on a daily basis that you can influence so that they see the world in a broader point of view than what they currently see it? And that's just my opinion.
All right. Cool. Hey, guys, thank you very much for today. We thank you guys for viewing.
Thank you.
Because we know you could have chosen
Yes.
to be anywhere in the world.
Anywhere.
But you chose to be here with us today, and we appreciate it.
Please.
All right, tune in next time. Again, hit us up on Facebook,
Yes. And
Instagram,
subscribe.
and subscribe
Please.
to our
Twitter,
YouTube
subscribe.
page. You'll see
Yes.
everything at the end of this segment. It will run down. So
Yes.
please hit us up, and thank you for your continued support. We
Yeah.
appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Get an account.
You get an
on
autograph
YouTube.
picture,
Yes.
autograph
And
picture
subscribe.
of me for subscribing.
You don't want that. Just
Now
subscribe.
we're lost.
And remember, this is Opinions Matter, where we are not experts in anything.
Hey,
we have opinions about
about
everything.
everything.
57 Unlimited.
All right.